Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and want to see more. Coming up, the NRL on the move again. Warriors home, and rock bottoming the rugby league in Cronulla. So, first of all, I've got to apologise, as my video on Tuesday, which is usually the NRL day, mentioned that there were only 3 games played in the NRL. And Sunday came along and made me a liar, as Cronulla Sharks did face off against New Zealand Warriors. Go see the celebrations. Some of them will make you cringe, but they're all in the good cause. Mossy Masoi Foundation. Anyway, so it was held Sunday the 11th, Sunday the 11th of July 2021 at the Netstrata Jubilee Stadium, and the Sharks took it in the win against the Warriors. They were leading at half time through Connor Tracy, Braden Trindle, Braden Hamel-Hulele, and Braden Trindle kicked 4 goals for Sharks 20 points. In the first half, Reece Walsh scored 1 and converted 1 to start the scoring off, and that's how it stayed for the entire entire of the first half. In the second half, though, the Warriors nulled the Cronulla Sharks. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck scored on the 57th minute, which Reece Walsh did score the conversion. Reece Walsh is going to be playing in the Origin game, barring any last-minute withdrawal issues. So he's getting on form, ready for the Maroons. But yes, that's how the scores ended. 20 points to 12 to the Cronulla Sharks. So it was announced over the weekend, 12 National Rugby League clubs will relocate to 3 Queensland hubs on Wednesday, the 13th of July 2021, for at least 1 month to ensure the competition continues, the Australian Rugby League Commission announced on Sunday. 9 teams from Sydney, along with Canberra, Newcastle Knights, New Zealand Warriors, will all move to the southeast Queensland amidst concerns about the number of COVID-19 cases in Sydney. The remaining NRL clubs, 3 from Queensland and the Melbourne Storm, will continue to be based in their home cities. Plans are awaiting final approval from the Queensland government. Each team's bubble will include a combine of 41 players and staff, 30 players, 11 staff, with family members also able to join after 14 days of quarantine on arrival in Queensland. Players will remain under the same biosecurity restrictions enforced by the NRL last month, limiting their movement to games, training sessions, and also essential household tasks for at least 2 weeks. Statement read: the Commission has conducted an extensive risk assessment, and it's clear from the current data trends that the risk to the competition is too great to continue in New South Wales right now. Speaking ARLC Chairman Peter Vlandis in this statement: these are very difficult decisions. We will not keep players in Queensland any longer than we need to. We hope it's only for a month, but if it's needed to be longer, it will be. We're doing this to protect their livelihoods. So what does that mean for fans and also the games, with all the games being played in certain areas, in one certain area? So the NRL are actually eyeing the potential of playing double and triple headers by the end of July to take advantage of the cold shift to the southeast of Queensland, with tickets of the Origin 3 going on sale Tuesday, and a capacity crowd of 27,000 expected for the series finale on the Wednesday night. Gold Coast Cbus Super Stadium is the location for that third game. Hopes are high that relocated round 18 fixtures will be able to host an unlimited crowds this weekend. Under current restrictions, Queensland Government's biosecurity rules, there are no crowd restrictions in Townsville and Suncorp, Sunshine Coast and the Cbus Super Stadium, with fans only required to wear a mask to games. Melbourne's AAMI Park is slated to host a 75 capacity crowd of around about 22,000 for the Storm's clash with Newcastle on Saturday night, the Premier's first home game since April. Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk indicated on Monday that the state's lack of community transmission has them on track to lifting further COVID-19 restrictions this Friday. NRL CEO Andrew Abdo said the proposals put forward to the Queensland Government this week regarding crowd attendances, with the governing body looking to host double and triple headers in round 20 and 21, or 21, at the same venue. Suncorp Stadium hosted triple headers on the weekend of the Magic Round earlier this year, after kicking off Friday night's double header. We will have crowds this weekend, Abdo said. We know that already for the Queensland-based games that were scheduled. We are going to put a proposal to the Queensland Government on a way for us to safely secure the players and the environment. After around about a 2-week period, we will then start looking for opportunities for playing double headers and triple headers, and look at the upside of what is a great opportunity for our fans in Queensland to see multiple teams potentially play. Yes, they're keeping it as a fan reason why they want to play this game, but they can't afford not to play these competition games, as they have obligations to start and finish the season. Plus, if the talks are going to keep going ahead, for the Rugby League World Cup, they've got that to play at the end of the year, and they don't want to meld them two up. I think that means that they are looking to play the Rugby League World Cup, Australia and New Zealand, so that's all good news if they're trying their best to get as many games as possible played within this COVID bubble situation. I do agree that it does give fans a great opportunity to watch many games, because sometimes you may never get to see these teams play, or the players that are playing may not be returning next season, and possibly be the last chance to see them. I hope it all goes well. Double headers and triple headers are going to be a lot of work for each of the stadiums, but it's rugby league. It's not as bad as you think. I hope it's a success for the NRL, and I'll be watching. Will you? I know you will. So with this relocation, a squad of 30 players from 12 NRL clubs will head up to Queensland on Wednesday. That was yesterday from when this video was taken out, in the NRL's relocation plans to keep the game alive. However, the Daily Telegraph's Phil Rothwell has revealed that there are some players that are having second thoughts about making the move, while Sharks forward Aaron Woods is in a tricky situation. On the Woods situation, Rothfield said, like any massive relocation and operation like this, you're talking about 380 players and 150 officials. I'm told there are probably around a dozen players around the competition who are having second thoughts, and genuine second thoughts, he told the NRL 360. Some players have got family issues, maybe parents are crook, or kids are crook, they mean ill. Some players are the sole carers at home. Some have got pregnant wives. Tonight the Cronulla Club is working with the NRL about Aaron Woods. Now Aaron Woods' wife is due to give birth in 2 weeks, and he's trying to find out if he can stay at home, then join the bubble in 2 weeks. There's a lot of stories like that around. As the 12 clubs are scrambling to nail down the 30 players that they will take to Queensland, Rockwell also revealed that the Sharks will not be taking veteran centre Josh Dugan or skipper Wade Graham. Dugan was dropped from the side last month, and it seems it isn't in interim coach Josh Hannay's immediate plans for Dugan to return. Meanwhile, Graham is still recovering from a concussion suffered in round 14, and there are fears that Wade Graham's season will be over because of this concussion. They're taking it one step at a time, but it's highly unlikely that he'll be involved in the 30 or the rest of the officials that go to Queensland. So after the news of the move came out for all the NRL teams, after 2 NRL seasons away from home, the New Zealand Warriors had their hearts broken yet again, as the escalating COVID outbreak in Sydney has robbed them of a long-awaited homecoming game. The Warriors side had relocated to Tamworth to allow for the NRL season to resume in round 3 last May, and have played 17 rounds of the 2021 game based in New South Wales. The light at the end of the tunnel was then announced that the last game of the season will be played back in Auckland at their home ground, but it has been confirmed that the round 22 clash with the Bulldogs, which are almost sold out, will not be able to be played at the Mount Smart Stadium, with the new location not yet confirmed. While all this was going on, New Zealand Warriors Chief Executive Cameron George said, "We were all desperately looking forward to coming home for the game, but the fact is we're in the middle of a new crisis which leaves us with no other decision but to call the game off. Whilst this is a huge blow for us and the club, as well as all our members, fans, families, sponsors, there is simply too much risk and uncertainty. We appreciate the support the NRL has gave us to try and make this game possible, but we're committed to doing all that we can to protect the competition and our players." If that's not commitment to the comp, nothing is. New Zealand Warriors have been the epitome of high standards during this entire issue of COVID, to keeping the game up and running. And then on the flip side, you get Bulldogs and Dragons. No more comment after that. It's sad. These people have not seen their families. It's a bitter pill to swallow for the NRL, and I hope they don't forget what the New Zealand Warriors have done since August the 30th, 2019. They have not played a home game since then, so their economy, their income through fan support, shirt sponsors, things like that, haven't really gone over well. Hopefully they'll get back into the stadium next season, so that Sean Johnson could be shown to their own fans. So a little bit more tongue-in-cheek than anything, because I think it'll be more cost-effective to keep in Australia for one team rather than moving the other 11 teams and hosting it on there. But he did say on his Twitter account, "Comp should relocate to New Zealand, play right and up and down the country. Players, staff are in a bubble already, so no COVID. Reward the Warriors for their sacrifice. New Zealand would love it. Think I'm onto something here," said the Super Sleuth. So one side benefit, the NRL will pay his ticket to New Zealand, where his next 2 years are going to be as a rugby league player. I wish it was a move to the Northern Hemisphere to play in our comp, because he's such a fantastic player. We'd almost forgive him for scoring that semi-final try to break our hearts in 2013. Yes, it still hurts me there. So that's it for another video, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to like and subscribe. Also share this video worldwide, as the more views we get, the more people will get to follow, and the more I can bring you. But in the meantime, have a thought out for the New Zealand Warriors. Remember about my teaser. And also stay safe, be humble, and I'll see you in the next video.